Comrades and friends, good day to all. This is Global Weekly News, serial number 9. On my right side is Comrade M. Singaravelar's portrait, the first communist of South India. Liquor consumption has declined by 25% in Japan. Therefore, revenues to the government has also reduced. Tax authorities of Japan are conducting competition among the youth in liquor consumption. In many countries, liquor consumption has been declining. Let us first go to South Africa. African National Congress is a social democratic political party in South Africa. It fought against apartheid. African National Congress, ANC, has been ruling the country since 1994. Nelson Mandela was the first president. Presently, Cyril Ramaphosa is the president. ANC is ruling South Africa with the overall general support of the working class of South Africa. But there is a close contact between the government and the mine owners. 10 years back, on 16th August 2012, the platinum mines workers in Marikana went on strike, demanding 12,000 rand as monthly basic wages. Due to repression by South African police service, 34 were killed. Subsequently, 10 more people were also killed. Sibanye Stillwater is the world famous gold and platinum mines company in South Africa. The families of the victims got only a small relief amount, but no one is convicted. No justice is delivered for the victims. This year, from May onwards, gold mine workers have been agitating for wage revision. Platinum is a costly metal. It adorns the houses of the rich people. Platinum is used in dental equipment. Platinum is mined on a large scale in South Africa. The present president, Cyril Ramaphosa, was a non-executive director of the Marikana mines. A year back, NUMSA, National Union of Metal Workers of South Africa, office bearer Malibangwa was killed. He led a rally of 7,000 platinum workers. The working class is not getting any justice from African National Congress rule in South Africa. Second, let us go to Palestine, where Israeli attacks are increasing day by day. On 18th August, the occupation forces of Israel conducted raids on offices of 7 civil social groups in West Bank of Palestine. In 2021, the government of Israel banned 6 offices abusing the offices or having connections with the terrorist organizations. As part of Israel's repression, all the 7 offices were ransacked and shut down. The offices of 6 organizations are under constant threat from 2021. The 6 offices belong to human rights groups for prisoners, children, peasants and women. The 7th organization is Union of Health Workers Groups. This was declared to be an illegal organization in 2021 and its office was locked in 2021. 6 offices were sealed by Israel's occupation forces and the relevant military order was put up on the door. Agricultural human rights organizations has released a video footage showing the seizure of office equipments and documents and those being taken away in a truck by the Israel's occupation forces. The Children's Human Rights Group has also released a video on the raids conducted by Israeli troops. In October 2021, Israel's Defense Ministry declared the 6 groups of Palestine as terrorist organizations under anti-terrorism law. Israel alleged that these 6 groups have connection with the Left People's Front of Liberation of Palestine, a banned organization. There was a persistent demand for evidence for this, but Israel government has not come out with any evidence at all. The six social groups have been documenting the criminal atrocities of Israel's occupation forces. These groups were assisting the International Criminal Court in its inquiry on Israel's attacks on Palestinians. Human rights groups and United Nations experts have condemned the atrocities of Israeli government. The investigative wing of Israel prepared a document and sent it to European Union in May. The European Union stopped its international aid to Palestinian human rights groups. 9 European Union countries issued a joint statement stating that there is no evidence, no substantial information that justified the branding of the social groups as terrorist groups. Therefore, the European Union resumed the international aid in June itself. Office of Al-Haq, the Palestinian human rights group, was sealed by Israel occupation forces. But people broke the seal and helped in resuming the functioning of the office. Now, the third, we go to the relations between United States and China. US had recognized the People's Republic of China, the Socialist China, as the only China in 1979. 25 years back, the Speaker of the then House of Representatives of US visited Taiwan. People's Republic of China feels that visit to Taiwan by any foreign dignitary is against its sovereignty. After all, Taiwan is part and parcel of the mainland China. On August 2 and 3, Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House of Representatives of USA, visited Taiwan and had discussions on semiconductor chips. Joe Biden and the Pentagon play a drama that they opposed Nancy's visit. After her return, immediately came out a statement from G7 forum justifying her visit. The US Republican Party also supported Nancy Pelosi's Taiwan visit. After the exit of Nancy Pelosi from Taiwan, People's Republic of China carried out military drills on a large scale over Taiwan's airspace and in the ocean around Taiwan. The airport at Taipei, the capital of Taiwan, has to be closed. People's Republic of China broke up commander-to-commander coordination with the USA in dealing with the issues of migrants, etc. People's Republic of China was further infuriated by the visit of US congressional delegation on 15th August. The chips for Apple company are manufactured in Taiwan. US enacted CHIPS Act, allotted 5,200 crore or $52 billion towards chips production in USA. US formed CHIPS 4 group of USA, South Korea, Japan and Taiwan. Already USA has formed quadrilateral of USA, India, Japan and Australia, a strategic military partnership. All such steps were taken by USA in order to curtail the growth of People's Republic of China and isolate China. In future, US may cut Taiwan from CHIPS 4 group. US is taking a strategic ambiguity in regard to relations with Taiwan. You can see strategic ambiguity in relation to Taiwan. People's Republic of China has decided to increase chips production in the mainland and is going to establish 31 chips factories. On 3 occasions, the American President Joe Biden has said that US will come to support of Taiwan if attacked by People's Republic of China. There is a Cold War between USA and People's Republic of China. US is creating hurdles for peaceful reunification of Taiwan with the People's Republic of China. Already Hong Kong and Macau, the parts of China, have been peacefully reunited, but the remaining is only Taiwan. US media is spreading hatred about PRC, People's Republic of China, and due to this, 70 to 80% of American people consider People's Republic of China as enemy country. The US media projects that People's Republic of China is acting against the interests of the people of USA. But the US people still are of the firm opinion that there shall not be any war with the People's Republic of China, fearing that it may lead to Third World War. 39% of US citizens expressed the displeasure over Nancy's visit to Taiwan in an opinion poll. When Russia attacked Ukraine, people said that US must help Ukraine. Still, they do not want direct confrontation with Russia. In the recent period, there is a close economic relations between People's Republic of China and United States of America. US has imposed sanctions on companies in PRC. US automobile company Tesla is having its production unit in People's Republic of China. People's Republic of China gives subsidies on a large scale to companies making green electric vehicles. US corporates, they desire business contacts with the People's Republic of China to continue. People in USA after retirement are investing in People's Republic of China. Only if trade relations continue, new job opportunities in millions can be created. Confrontation with China is neither good for both of them, China and America, nor for the world at large. The fourth item, we are going to Peru, the South American country. After the left takeover in Colombia, relations with the Sahrawi Democratic Republic was renewed. But the foreign minister of Peru has disconnected relations with the Sahrawi Democratic Republic. After Pedro Castillo took charge as left president of Peru, he restored relations with the Sahrawi Democratic Republic as a token political move in recognition of anti-colonialism and struggle for self-determination. The left forces of Peru now oppose the foreign minister's action of de-recognition of Sahrawi. Pedro Castillo was forced to change the cabinet 4 times. Many ministries in his cabinet are centrists, some even rightists. The rightist forces in Peru, they try to bring impeachment motion against the president. Attempts for coup are also made. Pedro Castillo is not able to carry out his promises he gave during electioneering. He could not change the constitution. People are on the streets demanding change in constitution and against corruption. The struggle for defense of leftist government in Peru is ongoing. Fifth item, we go to Mali. Again, African country. French troops which were occupying Mali of Africa for the past 9 years have fully withdrawn now. After 2020, thousands of people were agitating on the streets of Mali, demanding withdrawal of French troops. Macron, the French president, declared on 19th February that French occupation forces will be withdrawn from Mali in 4 to 6 months. The people demonstrated in Bamako, capital of Mali, shouting slogans like "Down with France," "Down with imperialism," etc. French troops entered Mali in 2013. Under Operation Burkina, French troops were stationed in Mali to counter Al-Qaeda. 5,000 soldiers of France and soldiers from Canada and 14 other European Union countries were also stationed in Mali. The violent incidents, 115 in the year 2014, has now increased to 1,007 in 2021. Throughout the Sahel region of Africa, violence spread. Sahel region consists of North Senegal, South Mauritania, Mali, Burkina Faso, South Niger, Northeast Nigeria, South Chad and Sudan. Due to drone attack on a marriage party of 100 in a village in Mali, 19 people got killed. France stated that this attack is against terrorists. There were only 5 armed persons in the party. United Nations has investigated and found that this is false. France and its Western allies earned a bad name in the Sahel region. France and NATO went to war with Libya in 2011. Due to this, Islamic extremism developed. To counter this, French troops came to Mali in 2013. The opposition, religious leaders, and social movements jointly held demonstrations against French troops and corruption. Assimi Gote assumed power in 2021 after a second coup. He said elections will be held after restoring peace by conducting talks with various groups. France seems to be interested in exploiting gold uranium deposits in Mali. There are still 2,500 French troops in Niger and Burkina Faso. There are also people demanding withdrawal of French troops. Lithium and natural resources in Latin America. There are 1.7 million or 17 lakh tons of lithium reserves in Mexico mines. Lopez Obrador, the president of Mexico, nationalized these mines on 21st April. Mexico has taken initiative to produce lithium batteries and electric car vehicles in cooperation with other Latin American countries. In Bolivia, the government is seeking private investment for extraction of lithium. In Chile, a sinkhole occurred in the copper mines of Atacama Desert region. Chile banned mining activities in this region. The son-in-law of Pinochet, the ex-dictator, is the owner of the mines. On 4th September, there will be opinion poll to bring constitutional amendment to protect water resources of Chile. There will be a drought in capital city, Santiago. The pink flamingos, a bird species, are getting extinguished due to water pollution. Thank you, comrades, for listening. We will meet next week. Thank you. Lal Salam.